We are the stories we tell. That's the message one professor at Penn State University wants to share with not only her students, but the world. Our Alyssa Royster sat down with Susan Russell, who tells her very own story from 9/11 and how it shaped her into what and who she is today.
20 years ago, Susan Russell was living in Midtown Manhattan, performing on Broadway.
I was in Phantom of the Opera. It had been my biggest dream.
On September 11, 2001, Susan says she was fast asleep until
8:30 in the morning, I received a phone call that said that from a friend saying, turn the TV on.
She did so just in time to see the second plane hit the Twin Towers.
The effect of that on me was shattering, because I was watching something on a television that was happening 2 miles from my home. But it didn't make sense because it looked like a movie.
Throwing on some clothes, Susan dashed out the door to go see things for herself.
I heard sirens flying by, fire trucks, police officers flying by.
Smoke, distress, and confusion surrounded Susan everywhere she turned. But in the midst of it all, she noticed something else. People already coming together.
New Yorkers have been called cold, we've been called detached, but at that time, we were all we had. You would see New Yorkers stop and assist people they did not know in the best way they knew how. Like, can I get you some water? Are you okay? What can I do? And that's what's amazing about humans, because in our worst moments, we usually become our best human beings.
Susan would too serve her city by returning to work just 2 days later after a charge from the mayor.
Saying, so as the lights of Broadway stay dark, so will New York City look dark to the world. And we took it to heart.
Susan says performing that night changed her life forever. Within a year, she'd leave Broadway to pursue what she calls her true calling.
I teach peace.
And the power that lies within sharing one's story.
A story of triumph inside tragedy. How many ancient myths have talked about the afterward, where someone's story has changed the living?
And that's exactly why Susan says she'll continue to share her story from 9/11 and urges others to do the same. Because out of loss comes love, out of fear, hope, and it all begins with
once upon a time.
In State College, Alyssa Royster, WTAJ News.
I don't know about you, but I could watch that story another 10 times. Thank you, Alyssa, for that great story.